Bloodborne, a world of dark creatures and infected minds, is a dangerous place for anyone to tread. None, however, are more dangerous than the boss creatures. Whether it be the large beasts, crazed maniacs, or great ones, these foes are bound to cause players pain. In this boss guide episode, we are going to be taking a look at the first mandatory boss in the game, the hunter gone mad, Father Gascoigne. Father Gascoigne is a hunter who has been infected by the plague and is slowly losing his mind. He used to be a member of the Healing Church, but has since parted ways with them. As a citizen of Yharnam, along with his wife and 2 daughters, Gascoigne would often take part in hunts, along with his old partner Henrik. Viola, Gascoigne's wife, would often play a tiny music box in order for him to remember who they are and draw him home at the night's end. During your exploration of Yharnam, hunters will come across Gascoigne's daughter, who will tell you that their mother has gone out searching for Gascoigne, their father. Their mother, Viola though, has not returned. She tells you about her mother and that you can identify her by the red jeweled brooch she wears. She will also give you the tiny music box to help try and bring her father back. The players finally find Gascoigne at the Tomb of Erdun. As you approach him, he sees you as hostile, claiming that you will become a beast sooner or later. Father Gascoigne has 3 main phases to the fight. The first phase involves Gascoigne attacking you with a basic hunter's axe and blunderbuss. His attacks are fairly basic and easy to dodge in this phase. The one aspect during this phase you need to be careful of though is his blunderbuss attack that can leave you open for further attacks if you are hit with it. During this phase, it is best to either dodge his attacks and follow them up with counter attacks, or even better is to go for visceral attacks by countering him just as he attacks you with your firearm. If you time it right, he will stagger, leaving him open for a visceral attack you can perform with R1. The second phase has Gascoigne changing his hunter's axe into its alternative 2-handed axe or halberd form. He goes into this phase when he's down to about 75% health. Now his attacks hit for more and have more reach. However, they are slower. But be careful though, as sometimes he will quickly switch to his blunderbuss still. This phase can be tackled very similar to the first phase with dodges and visceral counters. The third and final phase sees Gascoigne transforming into a hulking beast. This phase is triggered around the 30% health remaining mark. Now his attacks become even more deadly. The damage from his attacks are not enough to kill you in a single hit, but because he's so aggressive, he performs long combos that can easily bring you down. These combos don't give you much time to get away and heal either. He also has a dangerous leaping attack, where he jumps into the air and then down onto the hunter's position with great force. During this phase you can still visceral counter him, but it can sometimes be better off and use ranged attacks or items. There are a few tactics used to bring down Gascoigne. Firstly is to use the tombstones to block his path. This works great during the first 2 phases, but during the beast phase, Gascoigne can just destroy the tombstones while attacking you. Another tactic is to use the stairs towards the back of the arena. Here on the stairs you can easily dodge his attacks and move around the back of him. Also, on the beast phase, you can escape and keep your distance by going further up the stairs and jumping through the gap in the fence to escape and give yourself a breather or time to heal. The final tactic is to use the tiny music box. With the tiny music box on your quick use item bar, you can stun Gascoigne if you are close enough to him when you use it. The music triggers memories in Gascoigne's minds, making him clutch his head in pain. This leaves him open for attacks, and the player really needs to take advantage of this. The stun though has diminishing returns if used too much, meaning that the first stun will be the longest. If you use the music box 3 times during his human phases, it will trigger the beast phase quicker than intended. With this in mind, save the tiny music box for the last phase. I normally stun him with the tiny music box, after which I use an oil urn on him. After that, I then follow it up with multiple Molotov cocktails to bring him down. I do this because Father Gascoigne is weak to fire. Your reward for defeating Father Gascoigne is the Erdun tomb key that allows the story to progress. You can also find Viola, Gascoigne's wife, dead on the tomb's roof in the graveyard. She has the red jeweled brooch on her that can either be used by the hunter for a blood gem or return to their daughter. Overall, Father Gascoigne is a little tricky when you encounter him for the first time. He is very aggressive and can bring down hunters quickly. That being said, once you master dodging and visceral attacks, he becomes a lot easier. He can be defeated without the tiny music box, but the item really makes the fight easier, especially if you use it in the last phase. Overall, I like the lore behind Gascoigne. The hunter gone mad because of the plague shows that even hunters are not free from infection. The mechanics are chaotic though, and until you adapt to the aggression Gascoigne uses, you may die a fair few times. Anyway, I've been Darcblade, bringing you my Bloodborne Boss Guide to Father Gascoigne. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.